card on his website, speakweek.com. Please welcome both talking. Are you Matt Damon? Are you Matt Damon, both talking?
Cool. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment and just take a look. Take a look. What do you see? So this is what most people, when they come to San Francisco for the first time, kind of like Diana, where foreigners here, they look at me, and I'm walking down the middle of the road, and all of a sudden, the first questions they're asking is, "Are you Matt Damon?" What? So there was this lady who came up to me once, and she's like, "You know what? You look like Matt Damon, but you're a little too ugly." I'm like, "Thank you." That's exceptional. Thank you. But she was hot, so it didn't really matter, and I turned it around, so it was fine. But I get this all the time. I used to live up on Nob Hill, which is right by the cable cars, right above when you're going to the North Beach, Chinatown, the tourist quadrant. The tourist quadrant is Nob Hill, Chinatown, North Beach, Fisherman's Wharf. Those are the token areas to go. And I get that. But the best part is, if anyone who knows me really well, if you ask me a question, I'll tell you the answer. But if you never ask me, I'll never tell you. So when these people come up and they ask, "Hey, you Matt Damon?" Maybe. You twist it back, say, what does it look like? So I'm going to tell you this one. There's an Italian couple that I met in Chinatown. I was actually just walking, and then there they come up, and, "Excuse me, I have to go for, Fisherman's Wharf." I don't know, horrible accent. You guys get the idea. Okay. The Italian woman's like, "Oh, yes, so you look like a Matt Damon." Sure. This guy was a little skeptical. I'm going to have to be honest. The guy was not buying the idea that his wife thought I was Matt Damon. However, I turned it around and think, I'm actually his double. I do this stuff. And that bought it. The whole afternoon, it was like, "Oh, how do you like the Born Identity? You like it? You write good well hunting, yes? Okay." They bought me lunch. I showed them around the Fisherman's Wharf. They even bought me drinks down in Lone Star, which is in North Beach, because it's really good, like $3 for a really great advertising. Side note. Anyway, these people will do this stuff, and this is like the second time. So, say it's another good one. There was this lady. Me and Tom went out to a comedy club last weekend, and not so good. But the remaining of the evening was, I was sitting next to this woman, right? She was boozed like you wouldn't believe. Okay, you can see where this is going. Boozed woman looked over at me. She didn't think I was Matt Damon, but when we were drinking later, her friends came back after Tom left. And this lady was just like, "You know who you look like?" I'm like, "Who? Who do I look like?" She's like, I'm like, "I don't know, cute, handsome, young, what do you think?" And sure enough, she did the same question. Are you Matt Damon? I looked over at this drunk lady that I met with Tom and, let her tell the story. I'm like, "Well, why don't you tell her?" Because I was already ripping her with ideas. Oh, it was horrible. Anyway, I was out drinking until like 4 in the morning, and these people watched. You got to do this. If you look like somebody, try this option. Just try it. They're going to ask you, Pascal, you look like that guy from the transporter. Are you? And you say, maybe. And play it off and say, would you like my movie? That's another one. That's just like that. It's really good. Try that one. Or, who else has a really good look here that I know gets asked this question a lot? Ben Affleck? No? Yeah? Ben Affleck? Okay, good. Okay, another great one. Who here has been to Teatro Cinzani? Awesome. Now, there's one thing that they like to do before, which is they walk around and they try to talk to the audience, like the main guy, like the MC. I'm stupid, and I forget that when they're asking you questions, it's to tell if you're a good sport and if they can let you go on the stage and make fun of you further. So what happened was the guy came up to me, and you can imagine with my personality, my good looks, and my humor, this guy tried to rid me big time in front of my woman, and then in my family, and then my friends. And I had this kind of touche of say it was like his word. I was creaming this guy. He came back at me with something like, "Oh, nice shirt. Where'd you get it at? Pajama shop?" I'm like, "Well, it's a lot better than the crap they get." I can't remember what the hell was it. It was ridiculous. Anyway, we're going back and forth. Point of the story is, end of the like mid show, all of a sudden, house lights drop, music comes up. The guy's got like some stupid camera thing, and where does the spotlight go? And introducing Matt Damon. So it was the worst experience ever, as they made me go up on stage. I had to play act the death of a Chinese vegetable seller in a samurai movie. And let's just say that not only was it on a small box in the very middle of the entire theater, but I was getting pelted by lettuce, cucumbers, anything salad. That's what was thrown at me. It was really bad. I really didn't like it. So, being Matt Damon, try as you will, please. Jay, next time someone goes up to you and wants to know, are you somebody? Make sure to tell them. Maybe. But did you like the movie? So that went on for some. I guarantee you'll have a fun and exciting evening, getting drunk with old women, Italians molesting you, and all kinds of stuff happening. Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster.